Before I took this class, I thought it was going to be pointless and a waste of my time, to be honest. But coming in, I learned a lot of different and unusual things for presentations. I never realized that making yourself the hero can be such a bad thing in a presentation. I didn't know that the crowd had any importance in what you were talking about. I had no idea that there were so many different ways you can take the presentation from beginning to end, and how impacting an emotional connection story in your presentation can be. I learned things like making the audience a hero, emotional connecting stories, not really relying on slide pictures, the proper way to stand up in front of a class, and how to project my voice. The moment I found out we had to do a final speech, my stomach automatically started to turn. I had no idea how I was going to do for this presentation. But with the feedback groups and all the things we learned in class to include the reading, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It was just getting over the nerves. By the end of the class, I had gotten up in front of the classroom to speak 3 times. 2 short period of times and then the last one for the final presentation. And surprisingly enough, I was able to get up there without throwing up. I did no swaying of the body. I hardly said or "n." I didn't stay staring at the presentation board behind me. I was, to be sure, to engage in the crowd in front of me. Not only did I learn how to do a presentation in front of a big group of people, but I also learned how to pitch myself in a short period of time, but also making an impact. I didn't think it was possible to make a point in less than 3 minutes or in less than 4 minutes. I was able to tell my story and show what I was about in less than 4 minutes, which is an amazing thing to know when you are pitching your business to someone else or trying to gain someone else's business. So like I said, I thought this course was going to be pointless to my music career, but then I realized I needed it. If I plan on running a label, I will have to stand up in front of many people and present what I need to present. So being able to do the correct body mannerisms and be sure that they are well connected and stay connected and can hear me are all important tips for the presentation. And in the music industry, you're always going to want someone to work with you. You're always going to need someone to either work with you or sign for you or for you to work with them. So being able to tell your story, being able to show them what you're about and what you've done. I was especially proud about the fact that I got no negative feedback from my final presentation, except for the fact that I need to slow down. But with practice, I'll be sure not to be as nervous next time. After taking this class, honestly, I'll never look at a presentation the same. Now knowing what it can be and the presentations I've seen in my lifetime, I can see the need to better presentations so that people can sit through them longer. Being in the military, I know what a death by presentation feels like, and I never want to make someone go through that. So with that being said, I'm very grateful and thankful for the creative presentation class, and I know for a fact I'll be using everything I learned in that class and all the techniques in my future career. So thank you to the teacher who taught us everything he possibly can, and just know creative presentation is not pointless. You will definitely, especially in the music career, have the challenge of presenting in front of many people. So do your best to stay connected, make an emotional impact, have your star moment, and make sure the storyline all makes sense.